Factsverse presents Tricks That'll Make Your Life Easier. Number 1. Protect your pencil before you sharpen it. Pencils have a tendency to break or crumble apart when you try to sharpen them. If you're on your last pencil and you really need to use it, put it in the freezer for a few minutes. This will harden it up enough so that it won't break apart when you try to sharpen it. This trick is especially helpful for pencils that have already been sharpened down halfway. Number 2. Never lose a nail again. When you're hammering a nail into the wall, it's easy to drop one of those nails on the floor. Rather than finishing the job, you're now suddenly on the floor on your hands and knees trying to find the nail that you just dropped. A great way to keep from losing those nails is to glue a magnet to the end of the hammer on the handle. You can stick the nails to that magnet, keeping your hands free and preventing you from dropping the nails. Number 3. Dry your dishes out of sight. If you hate the way your clean dishes clutter your counter when they're drying in the dish rack, there is something you can do about that. Rather than spending extra time you might not have on drying the dishes, empty out the cabinets near or above the sink. Next, put a dish rack inside of the cabinet. Finally, remove the shelves in the cabinet and replace them with more dish racks. You can tuck the dishes in the cabinet to dry and all the water will drop down to the dish rack in the bottom. Nobody will ever need to see your dishes drying again. Also, it'll give you more counter space. Number 4. Toast your bread for a BLT. The perfect BLT is a crunchy on the outside, soft on the inside sandwich. If you toast the bread in the traditional manner, you can't get the soft, chewy middle. Instead, take 2 pieces of bread and put them in a toaster slot together. The outside of each piece of bread will then be toasted and crispy, the inside will still be soft and chewy. If you toast your bread that way, you'll be able to make the perfect BLT every time. Number 5. Don't waste your perfume. If you've used almost all of the perfume in a bottle and you can't get any more to spray out, you don't have to waste it. When there's just a little bit of perfume left, pour what's left into your lotion bottle. It'll make your lotion smell like your perfume, and you won't have to waste what's left. Number 6. Make peeling hard-boiled eggs easier. If you struggle to peel your hard-boiled eggs, or if you just don't have the patience, there is a way to make peeling easier. Start by taking a push pin and gently push it into a raw egg. Be sure not to push too hard, though, because you can easily break the egg. After you've made your hole, pull out the push pin and boil your eggs like you normally would. When they're ready and you take them out of the water, the shell will fall right off the egg. Thanks to this trick, you'll never need to worry about peeling an egg again. Number 7. Stand up your phone with your sunglasses. If you want to watch a video on your phone hands-free, your sunglasses can come in handy. Simply put your glasses down on the table with the lenses faced down. The arms of your glasses will hold up your phone so you don't have to. This will allow you to eat, type, or do whatever it is you're doing that makes it impossible for you to hold your phone while you watch the video. Number 8. Use your Keurig to boil your water. If you're making noodles or a cup of soup, there's no need to sit and wait for your water to boil on the stove. Instead, you can use your Keurig. A Keurig can boil water in less than half the time that it would take on the stove. Rather than waiting 10 minutes to eat your soup, you could eat it in just 2 minutes if you heat the water with your Keurig. Number 9. Freshen up the smell of your paint. If you're planning on painting the interior of your home but you hate the harsh smell of paint, you can actually do something to make it smell better. All you need is a bottle of imitation vanilla flavor. Simply pour some of that vanilla flavor into the paint and stir it well. It'll make the house smell more like vanilla and less like paint. Number 10. Protect your car when pulling it into the garage. If you have a tendency to come dangerously close to hitting the garage wall when you pull in, there is a way that you can prevent that. Tie a tennis ball to a string and hang it on the ceiling close to the wall. When you're pulling into the garage and you see the tennis ball, you'll know that it's time to stop. Not only will this protect the front end of your car, it'll also protect the wall of your garage. Number 11. Change the way you put your clothes away. Most people fold their clothes and put them away in the drawer on top of one another. If you want to save some space in your drawers, fold your clothes and put them in the drawer vertically rather than horizontally. Not only will you be able to fit more clothes into your drawers, you'll also be able to see everything you have without needing to rip the drawers apart. Number 12. Label your cords with a bread bag tie. If you have several appliances plugged into your power strip, it can be hard to know which plug goes to which electrical item. The best way to know what plug goes with what is to use bread bag ties. You can write the name of each appliance on the bread bag tie with a marker and put it on the cord right above the plug. If you need to unplug something, it'll be labeled, and you won't need to struggle to figure out which plug goes with which appliance. Number 13. Bring a fitted sheet to the beach. This is one of the most clever tricks that'll make your life easier. When you're laying out on the beach on a nice day, the last thing you want is for sand to get all over your blanket. To keep that from happening, bring a fitted sheet. You can hold up the sides with your cooler and your bags, and you won't need to worry about shaking the sand off your blanket over and over again. Number 14. Keep your pens from being stolen. If you're in class or at work and your favorite pens are always disappearing, there is a way to keep that from happening. All you need to do is buy a package of red pens and take the ink from your blue pen and put it into the red pen. Since most people don't write with red pens, you won't have to worry about them being stolen. Number 15. Clean between the keys on your keyboard. Over time, dust, dirt, and food can get stuck in between the keys on your computer keyboard. Rather than buying a can of air to clean your keyboard, take a Post-it note. Take the sticky end of the paper and run it between the keys on the keyboard. It'll clean everything in between the keys. Number 16. Find your luggage quickly. When your plane lands and you go to pick up your luggage, it can take some time. Since many people have the same color and style of luggage as you, it's necessary to check the name tag on every bag. If you tie a brightly colored piece of fabric to the handle of your bag, it'll stick out, making it much easier to find your particular bag. Number 17. Replace your deodorant with toothpaste. If you tend to sweat a lot and the sweat comes through your shirt, start using toothpaste. It'll keep you smelling fresh, and it'll keep your clothes drier than your deodorant will. Number 18. Take a picture of your business cards. If someone gives you a business card, it's easy to lose it. If the information that you have on the card is important, you should take a picture of it with your phone. If your wallet's stolen or if you misplace the card, you'll have a copy of it backed up either in the cloud or in your Google Photos. It'll allow you to keep the information even if your phone is stolen along with your wallet. Number 19. Iron your shirts inside out. Ironing a button-up shirt can be difficult. You need to move the iron between each of the buttons to keep from tearing one off. Instead, iron your shirt inside out. It'll allow you to iron right over the buttons. Much easier and less time-consuming. Number 20. Keep old newspaper in the bottom of your trash barrel. If you throw away food or cans with liquid still inside, the liquid can leak out through the trash bag and into the trash barrel. When that happens, you'll need to go through the hassle of rinsing out the barrel. Instead of going through all of that trouble, keep an old newspaper at the bottom of the barrel. It'll absorb all of the food and beverage juices, and it'll keep them from filling the bottom of the barrel. 21. Keep your stick shift cool on hot days. On a very hot day, your stick shift can get so hot that you don't even want to touch it. The best way to prevent that from happening is to cover it with a koozie when you park for the night. It'll keep the sun from beating down on the stick shift, and it'll be cool when you're ready to drive. Subscribe for more!